Hi, welcome to this short video which I will just show you how to generate the invoice in your Sage directly from Accufile. Now this was one of our main objectives, and we are very excited on how this turned out as a tool in assisting firms to get invoicing out quickly, and the invoicing is then linked to a superb time tracking system. So both these objectives are achieved, and yeah, we are very excited about this, and I'm going to show you quickly how this works. Okay, so the first thing is we need to lock some time. So let's just go and do that. I'm going to use the incidental timer. Now this time locking system, the incidental timer, is also used to keep track of billable tasks as a type of a note. So you can also use it as a type of a note. So assume we have lock time against this client. Let's just do this one quickly. Okay, right, there you go. Okay, and time lock there. Okay, now as you know, you can create a project and allocate staff and budget hours to the project. You can do that there at create new project option. You can do that, right, and people then can just log against that project. So you can open a nice project with budgets and all that. Okay, right, to lock hours against an open project, you can done this here, right? So you can either do it with a timer. This orange timer is a timer that you can use to lock time against a already created project. Right, so, or you can if you keep track with your diary, you can just go into this manual lock there, and you can lock time there. Okay, so there you can see the time built for the day. When you go in there, you can see the time built for the day and for the total of that project. Okay, so let's lock some manual time quickly, and this will be then sent to our work in progress list. Okay, so let's do that one. Just to quickly recap, the idea is to capture all possible hours using the different ways to capture time. That will be your incidental timer, that will be your normal timer, where you just lock time, and also your manual lock system. So all that time that you lock there, that hours and time, is sent to the work in progress, so that you don't lose anything. And on that work in progress list, you can then go and decide what you want to invoice from there and what you want to treat as a write-off. Okay, so that's the idea. So right, you can see here, when I'm going into the work in progress, there's the two sessions that we have locked, and we can then decide to adjust the invoice. Okay, so right, you can do a write-off, or you can send it to the invoice list. You need to keep your work in progress as clean as possible, so don't let it get too long. This will ensure that you don't end up with old data which one cannot invoice later. Okay, so let's go into the invoice list. So I've sent this work in progress into the invoice list. I want to invoice them, and here you can still, if you go into this invoice list here, you can still edit the invoice before you're sending it. You can add a message. You can change these input fields, the hours, units, etc. You can change them. If you're not registered for VAT, the VAT options won't be available. You can also add a line. You can delete a line. You can add a reference. You can set the payment date. So all the things that you need to change, you can change it there. Okay, just to comment on the tasks quickly. The tasks are inventory items in your Sage, so that synchronizes with your Sage. So therefore, if you want to add a task, you got to do it in Sage, or delete one, you also got to do it there, and that will synchronize, and you won't, and you will see the changes in Accufile. Okay, right. So once you're happy, you can proceed by pressing the Send Invoice button there. Okay, so this will send an instruction to Sage to produce an invoice with exactly the same details as just captured here in Accufile, and also programmatically it will email that invoice to the client, so you don't have to do anything. You actually don't even have to go into Sage. All that's done, you've done your invoice and quickly and finish. Okay, so let's just go into Sage quickly. I just want to show you how it looks there. There you can see the invoice list. Let me just get there quickly. The invoice will also show printed, meaning that it has been mailed out to the client. Okay, so there you can see that. Okay, you can also see the message and discounts and all that's exactly the same as you have set it in Accufile. Okay, right, this is quite significant breakthrough for us, since you can now invoice billable hours quickly. Right, okay, but that's not all. I want to take you just quickly back to the time tracking so that we can show you how to send a manual invoice directly to Sage using the create invoice option. So it's just a normal invoice option that you have there. It's not linked to the time tracker. You just want to do an invoice, you can just quickly, same thing, go in there, choose your client, task, unit rates, etc. You can change that. You can also link it to the analysis codes. The analysis codes is also the ones that are set in your Sage, so you can set them there. Right, and okay, and then you can just invoice straight there. Again, you can see the invoice going to Sage, and it will appear there. Okay, you can see inside that invoice is there. Okay, so that's it. I hope you find the invoicing a whole lot easier and don't miss out on any potential billable time again. So yeah, and look out for our next extension on the invoicing module, which will include multiple invoicing. This will be where you need to do invoicing for, say, provisional tax clients, where the invoice will look the same for a specific group. So you can choose a group of clients, say VATs or provisionals or whatever there is, and then you can generate a standard invoice for the whole group and just edit the one or two that needs to be edited and invoice the whole list as at once. So that's our next mission, to accomplish that, and yeah, and we will keep you posted on this. Thank you for watching and keep well.